Hello, everybody. This is Fernando for the latest Godzilla podcast. Well, this is a pretty cool bit of news. I have a link below, and when you have a chance, please check it out, and that way you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a documentary that's being produced by a gentleman by the name of Kyle Yunt, and it's going to be a documentary celebrating the full 60 years of Godzilla, his entire world, everything associated with the movies, the production of the movies, the key personnel, the locations, everything on there. And this project, this documentary, is actually being funded through Kickstarter. So I've included a link for it below because when you have a chance, check it out. You'll see exactly what type of items that he's going to try to cover with this documentary. And what's pretty cool about it is essentially it's like this. Much of the stuff that led to the creation of the Godzilla movies, again, the personnel behind the movies, the locations, the key props, everything essentially associated with the films remains pretty secluded, only because of the location, it being in Japan, with the faraway land like that, and not too many tourists going over there just to see Godzilla type stuff. This stuff has remained pretty secluded, pretty behind the scenes. So his task, his job, what he wants to do is essentially be able to go over there and shoot as much footage as he can of all the cool stuff associated with Godzilla that has kind of like been hidden or kept not revealed from the U.S. audiences. So essentially, he'll go over there. He'll do interviews with a bunch of personnel who made the movies over there. He'll do interviews with perhaps some of the actors, even with regards to some of their key roles within the Godzilla films. He'll go to the museums in Toho. He'll go to the places that store the props, like try to find, like I saw pictures that he's going to try to find, like the original Mecha Godzilla suit, the Godzilla 2000 suit, and then also the original Oxygen Destroyer prop. All this stuff, essentially, he's going to try to find, shoot footage of it, chronicle it, make it into a documentary, and then that way he can release it on video on demand. And then that way, all this secluded stuff, this behind the scenes magic type stuff that was used to create the Godzilla films, it'll be open to us fans here in the Western world. So, pretty cool stuff. Very, very original too, because when one thinks about it, Toho, they don't necessarily shoot a whole bunch of behind the scenes footage when it comes to making their movies. There's a couple of things every now and then that pop up within some of the releases, but otherwise, no, they just shoot the film and then that's about it. They just release it as is, bare bones. So this will be like an ultimate bonus type footage, stuff you normally see on Blu-rays and DVDs, but in this case it'll be a full-length documentary of this stuff, and it'll be just for us Godzilla fans, and they're pretty cool stuff to show how passionate people are with regards to this type of idea. He just barely started this Kickstarter campaign a couple days ago, and it looks like it's already been funded. It's going to be finished by tomorrow, and even then, his initial goal was quickly met. He even stretched the goals to include other stuff, and those were met multiple times too. So he's asking for these funds because he's going to use them to travel to Japan, pay for the flight, pay for the room and board, and then pay for whatever is necessary to capture all this footage. And then also these funds, he'll use them to create whatever is needed in terms of the editing, the software, the marketing, all that stuff on there. And he's only asking originally for $8,000, so that goes to show me that this is truly a passion project, because he's able to all he's asking for is just running expenses, and that's it. He's not asking for anything else in terms of, let's say, very large amount of funds to just blow off. No, he's just asking for the bare necessities, make the project, make the do it for fun, do it for the love, and then release it to everyone out there. Pretty cool stuff. So again, check out the link when you have a chance. You'll be able to see a video highlighting what the documentary is going to be about. And then all we have to do now is wait, because it's already funded. His target date is going to be about November 3rd, which will fall under the anniversary of Godzilla, and then that way we'll be able to see. And so the closer we get to that date, I'll make sure everybody is aware of it as well. I'm always a little leery when it comes to these Kickstarter campaigns, because I've heard horror stories associated with them of people essentially taking these funds and then not really using them towards the projects and just basically living off the funds, I guess you could say. It's difficult because when something is forever and potentially in production, these funds can be held forever, so you don't necessarily have to have them returned because they're still being used, quote unquote, in production. But this guy, again, only asking for 8,000 and then the stretch goal up to 13, he shows that he's doing this for the passion of it. Otherwise, like if he was asking for 250,000 or anything like that, then that would be a little different story. I would, be red flags would be going off at that point. But in this case, none at all. So, otherwise, check out the link. Biggest news though, I hope this guy has got this right. He's going to do all this work. He's doing all this pre-production. He's going to do all this filming and then finally all this post-production. I hope he has the final part done, which is making sure that Toho is okay with this. Because if he doesn't, then Toho Studios will easily shut down everything with this production. Toho is famous for ensuring that their trademark, copyrighted, licensed, every part of anything having to do with Godzilla movies need their strict permission and compensation. And if he hasn't cleared that, even if it's for a documentary, then it will be for nothing on there. So I hope this dude really did check out this information, get permission from Toho. That permission also comes with a fee. They are not cheap. They are purposely not cheap because of their brand. They want to make sure that they're paid fairly well for it. So just because it's a documentary doesn't mean this can be done for free. They want to make sure that they get paid for using any of these images, and so I hope he's able to do that with them before anything else goes forward. So check out the link again. You'll see the video and all the information. Thanks again, everybody. Take care.